Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast, Okay, Karen,
Okay, Karen.
because we're just a couple of Karens. And we are here for a bonus episode to wrap up
Woo.
season one, which coincides with 2020. Season one was way better than 2020 was. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about our next season starting in 2021.
Yay, so exciting. So we are a bunch of Karens without the Karen haircut.
Yep.
Sometimes the Karen attitudes, depends on what day you catch us.
But we do call each other out on it. Okay. We don't
Yeah, there's
pride.
nothing wrong with that.
We'll tell each other if we're being Karens. Okay, Karen.
I got you. Right there with you.
Here's that 2020 is over.
Oh my gosh, thank goodness it's over.
Mhm.
So do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Well, I'll start with a little recap. So season
Okay.
one started, if we have any new listeners, I'll let you know. We
Wow.
started in July. We had been talking about doing a podcast for years. We would just think of
Mm-hmm.
funny topics and text each other and be like, we need to talk about that on a podcast. It was just kind of a pie in the sky thing until COVID, until 2020. And then
Yes.
and
All
then a
hell
lot of things
broke loose.
changed, and our new
Yeah.
normal was a lot less socializing. And we were like, you know what? We need to stay sane, and this sounds like it actually would be fun. So, surprise visit. I came over to Mississippi to surprise Angela one weekend before her birthday.
It
When
was a
it seemed like
great
COVID was getting
surprise.
better, which it was not. We just thought it was.
Well, it
So we had
had
a great
kind of gotten a
weekend.
little bit better then,
Yes,
you know?
it was
Yeah.
lightening up, but it was,
Right.
it was just kidding with us. So we had a great weekend, and we just
We
talked
did.
and talked and talked and talked. And
For 3 or 4 days.
yes, and I drove
Mhm.
home, and it was
Mhm.
awesome. And in that time, we were like, okay, let's do this. Let's video once a week. We didn't plan on video, but we're going to record it. And my sister was the one who said, you need to do video so people
Which,
can
hold
see.
on, and I need to stop there because the first 2 episodes, I look terrible. And that is because I didn't know we were gonna record it and video it and put it out. I just thought y'all are just gonna hear our beautiful voices, not see us. So the first episode, I
Beautiful,
actually
Karen.
just got out of the pool, ran to my house because I was like, I got to do a podcast right now. And my family, what? You're going to do a what? I said, I just got to go do it. And so, no makeup, in a bathing suit kind of cover up tank top. And then the second episode where we talked about Bradley Cooper, I have, again, no makeup and I'm in a t-shirt. So then I got my act together, but we didn't know we were going to video it and it would be on YouTube.
Yes. So the plan was originally to do audio.
Yes.
But I have to say that Jenny, shout out Jenny, super fan,
Super
was
fan.
right. And the fact that we have a lot more viewers on YouTube, it's fun. It's fun to see. We would, enjoy seeing each other, obviously.
Yes.
But being able to see us laugh and different things we're talking about and stuff. So I enjoy that. If you're listening on just the audio to the podcast, or if you're viewing on YouTube, we appreciate you either way. So
Yeah, thank you.
And we have improved over 2020, I think, over our first season with some of the audio glitches, and also with, dressing a little bit for the part.
Yes,
I don't always wear
and
makeup, but I do try to have tighter.
you will never find me on this podcast anymore without makeup or earrings. Period.
I cannot make such a guarantee because usually when we're recording, my goal is to get my kids quiet and in bed so that I can record.
That's it.
So I'm like, if there's time for makeup before then, also amazing. But if not, the kids are quiet, so we can.
Well, most of the time when we record, I have worked that day, so I wear makeup anyway to work. So it's just reapplying a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There is something I wanted to say. And
so that's where we are. So season 25 episodes. If you're just joining us now, go back and start listening. Enjoy, have fun. That's like 25 hours of your listening.
Oh, you were talking about how we have improved, and I really do think we have improved. And actually, our when you click on us now, that has improved. You've done a great job.
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you. We have a
it is,
profile picture. We have branding. We have a
yes.
subscribe button. These are the things
And
I've learned in
look,
2020, people. I've
I'm
learned
going
my
to
way
call
around
out,
YouTube.
I'm going to call out Dr. Tyler that I work
We
for.
have
He was
stats.
like, yeah, you have stats. I have it written down. But
Okay.
Dr. Tyler was like, this looks so professional. And I was like, I know. Betsy does a good
thanks.
job. Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily we got on the YouTube bandwagon and podcast bandwagon very late in the game compared to the rest of the world. So there's tons of websites that are just like, here's how to, like, here's a template for your YouTube banner. Here's a template for your YouTube this or your Spotify that. And that's really helpful. So it's kind of like just
I'm
when
so
you open a
glad you
Word
do all
document
that.
and they're like, would you like to write a business letter or would you like to write a resume? And I'm like, I would like to do that. Thank you. So it's already the right dimensions and everything.
Oh,
So if you're
great.
looking at joining YouTube or podcasting or anything like that, just know that there are a lot of those resources out there. You don't have to try and take a picture and make it the right dimensions and make it the right file size. It already will do it for you
It
if
just
you
does
just
it
go to
for
the right
you.
places.
Or if you have a best friend like I do, they'll do it for you too.
Where's that? Now, Angela's more on the promoting end of the podcast.
Absolutely.
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 If you haven't gotten cookies for her for subscribing, you need to be like, hey, I subscribed.
So surgery department, I'm still waiting for all of y'all. I just got one person.
One person. Come on, people. You need to wait until after Christmas because there's a lot of baked goods around at Christmas time. So wait till like January, February and be like, who wants cookies now? Because there's
well, then down here you have to forget. January, February is king cake season. So it never stops down here.
Are you gonna buy king cakes for people?
No, gosh, no. Nor am I making king cakes. I am not doing that. Karen. So I just made a few little notes. Let's talk about what was your favorite episode that we recorded?
I feel like I like the travel episodes because I liked reminiscing.
Oh yeah, that's
we had
good.
a guest. It was fun just to like be like, oh yeah, and then this, and you forget things, and then somebody brings up a funny point or something we did, and you're like, oh yeah, I like those. I really liked the game nights.
Oh yeah, so that was on my list.
Me was probably my favorite.
The shot or game night. Take a shot or truth or shot or the game nights.
And I think it's just because it's just us like just having fun. You know what I mean?
And also we didn't know what each other were gonna ask or bring up. So it was very, real, our reactions.
Yes. And later Angela would say, can you edit that out? And I would say, no, I don't do video editing.
We don't, yeah.
And if you don't know what you get the whole thing unfiltered, okay?
If you don't know what we're talking about, then you need to go back and watch them all.
That's right. And this is our filtering right here. My desk lamp is here.
Mine is my light.
Your lights in the kitchen, exactly. So no filtering and no editing because ain't nobody got time for that. Like, let's be honest, we have other things to do in our life, and also we're not making money at this. I'm not a professional editor.
Not yet.
You're lucky I got that pretty banner on the YouTube page.
And that subscribe button.
And the subscribe button. There you go.
So
what about you? What was your favorite to record?
It was the shot game, the truth or shot, and then the game nights. Yeah. And then
you were feeling really good at the end of Truth or Shots.
Oh, I think we should do it again.
We should do it in season 2.
Be super
fun. And we have another drinking experience.
We do.
Not really a game that will be coming up whenever we finally see each other in person. We'll do one, which will be more sophisticated because we'll be doing tasting. We'll be doing Scotch tastings with my husband, and he'll be explaining things to us because we are pretty ignorant in that department.
Now, that might sound boring to some people, like, they're going to be like, it's in this oak barrel in 19 or 1814 or whatever. No, it's going to be fun, people. It's going to be fun.
Okay, Karen.
We're going to drink. We're going to drink.
Also, if you know us, you know that we don't know anything about it. So
not a thing.
Talk about it. Sean's going to say something about it, and we're going to taste it.
Yeah. So it could go
feeling pretty good.
It could go either way. I I can, want some wine at the end, or I can be a scotch drinker afterward.
Oh, that's true. I was not a wine drinker until Italy.
Italy. That's when I turned.
What?
It changed me. Yeah. Before that, I was
Yeah, what
amaretto
did you drink
sour.
before that? What?
Amaretto sours.
I do like that. And I do like vodka
Um,
cranberry too.
I was about to say, or vodka cranberry with a splash of Sprite to kind of sweeten it a little, because cranberry's tart.
Oh, you don't do lime or anything?
Nope, splash of Sprite.
I would say that those mixed drinks are easy to get too. Like you can go to any bartender and be like amaretto sour, cranberry, vodka, versus like if I go into a normal place, like, oh, we're going out country dancing, and I'm gonna be like, do you have any Moscato?
Yeah, they're not gonna have that.
Probably not, even though I do.
Yeah,
Moscato is my favorite wine.
it is mine
Probably
too.
because of you. But I like sweet, but not too sweet. But we should do a different episode on wine. Wines that we've had from different places we've traveled.
Because everywhere I go, I try to get wine from that place. Even when we went to Minnesota, I just actually drank my cranberry wine this past Thanksgiving. I shared it with my family. I shared wine. That was nice of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And anytime I go to visit Angela, I bring Cupcake Moscato with me.
Yes.
It's a tradition now.
It is.
John asked me, that's what you're getting for Angela last Christmas, because it was 6 bottles of Moscato in a box. He's like, what is it?
You didn't need to say the number of bottles.
Well, it doesn't. Angela, I didn't tell him how long it took you to drink 6 bottles. I just said it was 6 bottles. It could have lasted you 6 months. We don't know. Yeah, right. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
And so anyway, it was wrapped, and he's putting stuff in the car, and he's like, how much wine did you get her? I'm like, it's Christmas, Sean. Plus, they're not expensive bottles of wine either. But you can't get it in Mississippi, right?
But we do have Cupcake Moscato, but it's just, it tastes different than yours. The bottle's even
two different kinds, yeah. Which is
so
the same vineyard. Okay.
I like yours better.
Your favorites were Truth or Shots and
the game nights. The
really?
Game nights. Yes.
Okay, so we both really like the game nights, and I think we should do that. If we do another 25 episode season, we should probably do like 4 of those. We
like that, but what has just gone through the roof is anything with movies.
Yes. So okay. So talk about the episodes we've done with movies lately and what's going on with our viewing numbers.
Yes, I don't know. Our actresses part 3 with Kevin Costner, Amy Adams, and Joan Cusack had 774 views.
And our other movie and TV ones were doing well. Like I think
they
sitcoms was like 150, which is high.
Yes,
that's good.
Right.
But
and then the rom-coms
is like,
it blows it out the water. The rom-coms we just did with Sean had 763 views.
Yes, and that's a week. It's only been a week. No, not even a week. So I think a couple things that have happened is YouTube has been suggesting those videos on the front page, or for different people when they at the end it says suggested videos. Along with what they're watching. So I think because they're about movies, or they're watching something else about movies or actors, and they suggest that video. And so it automatically plays, or they click on it. So the average view time on those videos was like 2 minutes.
Well, we didn't have to say that.
Well, no,
because the 774 made me feel good. The 2 minutes
it makes me feel good too. I think it's good. But what I'm saying is our actual viewers, our 67 subscribers, what do they like? What are they watching? Because those 700 views, a lot of them are not people that really enjoy Aaron, it's really fun to have 700 views on an episode.
That was really cool.
But
we were
our
texting
and our family that are watching, what do they want to see?
And what's the average length time someone watches? Do you know that?
I don't know. Our episodes together, it was like 6 or 8 minutes, but that's like the entire all 700 views of all those new ones that we've done, and then all the beginning ones. So our whole season 1, the average view time was 6 or 8 minutes, which isn't bad. I know it sounds
that's
bad.
Terrible.
No, it's not, because they're averaging also 700 views that only watch for like 30 seconds or 2
minutes.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
So you've got 700 views of 2 minutes. and then
Right,
combined
right.
with people that watch the whole episodes of other ones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because when my mom says she watches, I'm thinking she's watching the whole thing, not 2
She
minutes.
is, she is, and my mom is watching the whole thing too. At least that's
Okay.
what they tell us.
At least we have our moms, or we think we do.
And my mother-in-law and father-in-law, so
That's right.
we got that
Who
going
your
for us.
father-in-law, Mike, is a super fan now.
He is
So
a super fan, and Elaine was
yeah.
kind of might be a little jealous. My mother-in-law was like, "Mike's a super fan," and I said, "Just keep commenting, Elaine. You'll get there."
That's what it takes.
Yes. So another one
um,
that had a lot of views was our favorite products and gadgets,
yes, I saw that.
and I enjoyed that.
218. I did too.
Yeah.
I think people like that too. Books to movies though, that one had a lot of views.
Yes,
That was
240.
242. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
again, the movie thing, and I think next season we should do, because we've done rom-coms and we've done our
80s
best actresses. I really like that. Yeah, we did the 80s. I think we should do the serious stuff, like
drama.
the dramas.
Okay.
Yes, because we didn't talk at all about there's some good drama TV. There's some good drama or is it drama movies?
Okay.
Sean and I kind of got into The Godfather a little bit, which I mean, that's just fantastic.
You
So,
guys could argue like 30 minutes about that.
I mean, I wasn't going to say argue. We just talked about it. We
Okay,
had a very
debate.
good talk.
Discuss
Yes.
passionately.
Right.
Okay.
So, and then I really think Sean should be back for more than one episode, which we have the drinking episode for him. And then we want to do another episode with him. We've already kind of said, we don't need to tell our people now,
No,
but
coming.
maybe 3 episodes he can come back for.
Sure.
Maybe. He's really, he knows his movies.
He does know his movies. He does. So, and we could have
music,
had him on
yeah.
for books to movies, but
Yeah, we just messed with it. Also, though, to look forward to are moms. I
yes,
think are
we want
gonna
to have an episode maybe in May for Mother's Day
yes
with Miss Judy and Mama Hess, Sue
yes.
Hess. So I haven't asked my mom yet. Did you ask your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told her.
Well, Mom.
I mean, I don't know if
I'm asking my mom now. Mom,
her.
would you like to be on the show with us?
Miss Hess, you want to do it?
Mm-hmm. She'll do it. She'll do it.
Okay.
I'm sure your mom and my mom will both be nervous at first.
Oh my God.
Matt Bauer said he was like, after like 10 minutes, you're just talking and it's you don't even think about it.
You just forget.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I don't know how we're going to do it with my mom, but we'll get it done. We'll
figure it out. I'll help you with the technical part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So I just want to make another note about some of our stats. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I was saying
hear
if
'em.
we could find out what the people who are actually fans like, that would be good. And then I realized that YouTube does have in the analysis section in YouTube Studio, you can see some stats, and it says it has one that shows which ones people watch to at least 30 minutes of.
Oh, interesting.
So that would be people that are actually interested in watch. So
Fans,
watch to
yes.
30 minutes. And the top one,
subscribers.
yes, or there shows
Okay.
the people that are actually subscribers and fans. So best and worst dates, 70% of viewers watch to 30 minutes or more.
Yeah, that doesn't.
But that's a personal one. So I thought that was interesting.
That was.
We try
that
and
was
throw
a
in a
great
personal
one
one
for
every
me.
once in a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe we're not that interesting. I'm like, we're gonna run out of topics for this personal one. But after that was game night. First game night was set 60%. And then it was 8th grade flashback was 60% of the viewers made it to 30 minutes or more. So I thought that was interesting. So that's another one. And I wonder if some of our high school friends saw it on Facebook and were like,
I told you
the pictures.
A guy that I saw that we graduated high school with saw my brother not too long afterward, and he brought it up to my brother. He was like, I heard your sister and Betsy are doing a podcast and they talked about high school. And John Vincent was like, yeah, I don't even know what she's doing.
Which is what my brother would say too. He'd be like, What? I know I
But he
haven't
heard
watched
it from
it. Yeah.
someone, So we do, but we also want to like do a high school one, when we
Yeah, so
would like to
that's on the list for season
for
2
season
is
2.
a high school one because that was just 8th and ninth grade. So we wanna
Right.
do, 10 through 12 and have some guests on for that.
Yes, we have some
Um,
guests
so yeah,
planned.
in order of the ones that where a high percentage of people listen to 30 minutes or more, we have best and worst dates, game night, flashback, sitcoms,
Oh, okay.
concerts, Yellowstone,
Oh,
Thanksgiving, and then the actors, part 3
which part? Oh, okay.
and products and gadgets. But see, those are at 45% and 39%. So the highest ones actually were the personal
The
best
personal
worst
ones.
dates, game night, those kind of ones. So that's interesting to me because although the movie ones are getting a lot of hits, I think from the people that actually, are fans,
Know us. Yeah.
yeah, the other
The
ones
the sad
they're
part
liking
is
also.
though, like you said, we don't have anything else to say. Like person.
Okay, we're gonna do a high school one. And then
Okay.
I think the game nights though do have some personal stuff in it too, because if you do, would you rather or this
Oh yeah.
we end up discussing personal things too,
Personal stuff.
you know.
Right.
So our personal opinions and preferences
Because we
and
don't need to talk about dates again. We don't need to bring that up. You're not
well,
dating.
maybe in
And guess what? Neither am
2021,
I.
maybe in 2021 we'll have her new best date to share.
Maybe, yeah. Let me not take it from a movie and actually have one from my own life.
That's awesome. Okay, so what else? I would love to do, and I don't know if you would be interested in this. I haven't even pitched this to you until right now, Karen. Sorry.
Good on the
Um,
podcast.
but
Okay.
I would love to do if we found a new show or a new season of a show that we both really love. I would love
Mm-hmm.
to do like 10 to 30-minute talk about it after each one came out. Like if it was like The Crown, because we both love The Crown.
Oh, we
So
do.
when it
We
came
do.
out, if we did like, okay, what did you think about the first episode?
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if it was 10 minutes, I would find that super fun because we like discussing each episode anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we just have to figure out a really good show because neither one of us are like super dedicated to Dancing with the Stars or The
No.
Bachelor or anything
No.
like that. So
No.
it would be hard for us to like get into that just to do a
Oh,
podcast.
do you watch Ozark?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'd have a
That's
lot to
out
catch
then.
up on. Is it still on?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. And I think it's coming up with the final season. And it's only 4 seasons, and it's not like it's a lot. But you and Sean should watch Ozark. I'm
Yeah,
just
Sean told
because
me, and you had recommended that
it's
before,
yes,
and
it's
we were talking about
excellent.
it, but we were kind of in a mood where he's like, I don't wanna watch anything that's, like, dark or heavy
It
right
is.
now."
It is.
And that's the other thing about 2020 is I'm like, "Can you come out with some good sitcoms?" Because,
No,
I mean,
they can't do sitcoms.
there's just nights where I'm like, I don't wanna
I
watch
know.
something really dramatic or really sad or
But I'm
really
going to tell
heavy.
you, I did not think I was going to like Ozark, and I love it.
Yes.
And The Crown, we're done with this season. I mean,
Past.
like, yes, we won't get another Crown episode for 2 years.
Yeah, The Crown won't I mean, that'll be like season 5 for us for our podcast.
Right. Yeah. I mean, who
So I
knows?
was
By
giving
that
that as
time,
an
I maybe.
example, if there was one, what we could do if they came out with another season of The Circle, like a fresh
Yeah,
season.
but I don't think people like that
Well, if we were doing it as it was coming out.
as it was coming out. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if people like The Circle if they started watching it on our recommendation. I think
I don't
it's
think
not
so.
as common as like The Crown or
Right.
that. So we'll
Yeah.
brainstorm that. If you have a great
We
show that's coming out, a new season or a new show that's really like going to be good, because we could have done it with things like The Tiger King.
Oh yeah, because I watched
So-
that.
Yeah, and we thought it
Who
was so
didn't
funny.
watch
Or
that?
like
I know.
the Jeffrey Epstein one would be a little controversial, but we
And
watched that one
and
too.
dark.
It is dark, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
We would just be like, but the Tiger King would be really funny because I would love to
Yes.
discuss it with you after every episode and be like,
That one was
"What?"
crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Um,
that's an idea, but not really. It may not come to fruition because I don't know how we're gonna do that. So we'll see.
right. We'll think about that.
I enjoy
So
the 30-minute
let's-
movies.
Yeah, we did one of those. What, two
Two.
of those?
Two.
Two. Yeah, I like that too. And it was short.
Yeah.
What was your surprise episode that you were either surprised that you enjoyed doing it or surprised that it didn't get views or that it got a lot of views? Do you have
Hmm.
one of those?
Well, I was surprised that the travel ones didn't seem to be really popular.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Um,
what I was gonna say, like the Christmas one, I don't know. Every once in a while, there's just one that doesn't. It's kind of like, oh, people aren't really watching that.
you
You
know
know?
what surprised me was the period one that it did so well.
Did it do so
And
well? Did you
well,
look how
I mean,
many?
it had 70 something views and
Okay, because we
which
thought it would have like 10,
yes,
which would just be
yes,
like me, you, and Jenny,
right.
and our
And
moms.
I don't even know if I know. But then the wedding dress one to me just did not do I enjoyed that wedding dress one,
Yeah, we
because
had so much fun with that one, but
right. It wasn't, yeah,
no,
it was kind of a flop. But we got dressed up, we wore tiaras. What's not to like about it?
I don't know. That's a good question. What's not to like about it? So,
Yeah.
the period one, yes, has 75 views. The wedding
Mm-hmm.
one, I don't have
It
that.
was like 50 something.
58 right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, our favorite actors too. Our favorite actors, which is this one. I don't know what this one is. Sorry, episode 12. So it must be the second one. Only had
Yeah,
58
that's
views.
part two. Well, and that really, like Leslie, or another super fan, pointed out, that was really just a Julia Roberts, Patrick Dempsey episode.
Yeah.
So sorry.
We're getting better.
We're trying. We're trying.
Okay. Another surprise for me would be like I didn't expect the middle school one to be so
Oh
popular.
yeah.
I also
Yeah.
thought that we may be like really awkward or like not. I was like, what are we going to talk about? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when we did it, I was like, that was really fun.
It
Yeah.
was fun. It was
So
really fun. Yeah.
that
I'm
was a
excited
good
to do
surprise.
the high school one. A little nervous, but excited.
Well, I'm sorry that the wedding dress one didn't have as many views as we thought.
Things happen in life and you just go with it.
It's true.
So I do want to say, so you and I go back and forth a lot and we recommend things and I'm like, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I did go back and watch Whip It.
Okay.
And
which was recommended Drew Barrymore? Was that the episode?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that was the Drew Barrymore.
episode.
And I watched Bride and Prejudice. It was the Mormon
I forgot
part.
you watched that was that after the period one?
I don't know where
I
that
think it
one
was because
came up.
Jenny mentioned it also.
Did she?
I think
And
we were
then I
talking about them.
watched
Yeah.
White Christmas.
Okay.
So I still haven't seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but we just finished that episode. But I really, really enjoyed White Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, yes, very, very much so enjoyed it.
It's good. I have not
it
watched the Jim Carrey
is.
after after you told me I should.
So
Moonstruck?
disappointed.
Was it Moonstruck or Mermaids you told me to
Oh my
watch?
gosh, it's Moonstruck and it's
Okay.
so good. Listen,
I've suggested it to Sean twice
and
when we
he
were
said
gonna watch a
no.
movie, and he said, I don't really want to watch anything with Cher. And then like a
Is
week
it
later,
the
we're gonna watch a movie, and I said, well, we should watch Moonstruck. And he goes, I just don't really feel like we're watching anything with Cher. And I said, when are you ever gonna feel like watching something with Cher? You're never gonna feel like it. And I said,
just watch it.
we have to watch it because Angela said there's a
Yes.
guy that doesn't have an arm, but he has a wooden arm.
It's a wooden hand, not an arm, a hand.
And he just started laughing. He's like, oh, yeah, we need to watch it. So we haven't watched it yet. And I did tell him, it's okay. You need to just tell me if you're not going to watch it. I'll watch it by myself when you're working.
Okay. That's
because
good.
I'm not going to keep like dragging my feet every week. He's going to tell me he doesn't feel like watching Cher. So I will get to watch that.
You just don't know if it'll be with Sean or without Sean.
Yes.
Okay.
And that you can talk to him about that if you want. Okay.
Well, he doesn't have to watch it, but I don't have to watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall either.
You should text him that exactly. Like, you don't want to watch it, fine. I don't feel like watching it with this movie with
I don't even know who's in it.
Jason
I know.
Segel.
It's not Bradley Cooper.
Well, there's a lot of movies. White Christmas didn't have Bradley Cooper either.
No, but it
But
had Bing
isn't Bing
Crosby
Crosby's
and
voice
his,
amazing?
yes, and his eyes. Did they do something like color enhance his eyes?
They might
Because
have.
they are so blue.
I know. I just Bing. Oh, and then he starts singing, and you're like, oh, "Take me away, Bing." I
I
know. I love his
know.
voice. Probably the favorite male voice of all time.
It's a
That's
shame
what we
he's
could do. Our
dead.
favorite singers.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, of all time? Oh my gosh.
Maybe we have to pick a genre.
Yeah, I know, because that's going to be a 2-hour episode. We're
That's gonna be
instead of getting
special.
shorter, we're getting
That's like when we were
longer.
gonna do 80s movies, and I was like, Angela, we can't. We
Mm-mm.
cannot do 80s movies. So
No.
we did
John Hughes.
John Williams 80s movies, which
John
I enjoyed
Hughes.
that one too.
John
Um,
Hughes.
John Hughes, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know who John Williams is.
He's a composer. So anyway, which we'll talk about on another episode. Shoot, what was I saying?
But Whip It was good.
I watched from a rom-com. I did watch Broadcast News from
Oh,
1997. And Sean and I both thought it was good. I was still surprised that it was like in the top 10 on both of those lists of rom-coms.
so I'm going to mark it off of mine
Yeah.
because I don't want to watch. If you didn't like it that much, I'm not watching it.
No, I mean, I think there's better ones to watch.
Yeah.
So Broadcast News, it was good. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this was great. So maybe at the time it was definitely like a more,
And
like
Albert
it wasn't
Brooks
like,
is in it.
I feel like at the time, probably the rom-coms were very like simple and you knew what was going to happen, like very obvious, like, like some of the rom-coms are now. It's like, oh, it's just a little feel-good, fun movie, And this is
Right.
definitely more in the line of like, When Harry Met Sally, like there's more depth to it. There's different types of relationships. Like she's friends with one guy, she likes the other guy, but then, what's really going on. So it's definitely more like depth and more dark, like realistic stuff to it.
It's a dark rom-com?
Well, no, but more realistic stuff about relationships, not
Oh.
just like, oh, I fell in love. Haha, that's so
Yeah.
funny. Some mishap, and then we figure it out and the movie's over.
Right. Like
Which
I'm
is-
poor, I'm on my last penny, and I
Yes.
meet this millionaire and we fall in
Yeah.
love overnight.
Oh, he thinks I have a boyfriend, but I really don't. Oh, he thought I did that. And in White Christmas, that happens because she thinks that he is trying to make money off of the
Right. I really did like that movie. And I just saw it about 2 days ago, but it was really good.
Yes,
It was.
the music's good, the actors are good. and
Yeah.
Bing Crosby voice is amazing. Okay, so we
Amazing.
have been, we have done things like when we talk to you guys, we actually do later. Okay, okay, we're gonna watch that.
Good watching.
Now, what did you think about? You also watched Dazed and Confused for the first time, right?
No.
Oh, I thought Leslie gave it to you.
She did. I just never watched it.
Did you hear that, Leslie?
I mean, I think
Leslie's
going to
leave us some comments, Angela, and it's your
But
fault. Karen.
Leslie did give me Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner because oh my gosh,
yeah.
oh my
She was
gosh,
like,
she
"That
was so
And
mad
the
that
war.
we did not
mention the war with Kevin Costner.
Yes, but I've never heard of the war, so I would never have mentioned it.
I need to watch it. So the war, it takes place in Mississippi or somewhere in the South.
What?
Yeah, we need to watch it. And it has a little girl who's like 8 or 10
Mm-mm.
maybe.
Mm.
And they were doing open auditions in Jackson, Mississippi when I was little. And so my mom took me. Yeah. And so me and I think my sister went too. We have no acting training.
No.
Nothing. But that's what they said. They wanted open auditions because they wanted a girl that was
And
actually
you have a
Southern and
deep
had an
voice.
accent. What?
What?
What'd you
A
say?
Southern accent. See, you do have a Southern accent.
No, that's why I didn't get the part. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. I don't know why I didn't get the part. But I got a call back. So I went in for a second audition. Yeah, that was it. Don't get too excited. I'm not in the movie. But now I want to watch it and see who the
Cool.
little girl is. And you know what? Okay.
I'm not gonna like that little girl. I'm gonna be like,
No,
oh,
that could have been Betsy.
That should be my friend Betsy.
See, you do have an accent. No, I really don't. But anyway, so it was just a fun experience. And that was
Do you remember it? How old were you?
Oh, if I was in Jackson, I was between 9 and 13.
Do you remember a line? Say a line.
Oh no, I don't remember the lines. Sorry.
That's why you weren't in it.
You know how many years it's been? Why would I remember that?
You should have them tattooed on you. This is the movie I wasn't in. This is
Ugh,
my line.
You are insane. Hey, I'm gonna look up who. Oh, Elijah Wood is in it.
Really?
I don't know who the girl is.
Yeah. Now she mentioned another movie too. What was the other movie she mentioned? The War and something else. She's gonna kill me that I don't remember that.
It takes place in rural Mississippi.
That's a word I don't like to say, rural.
Say it again.
No. I just would rather spell
what is it? Why do
you R-U-R-A-L? I don't like
you
saying
spell it
that
out every
word.
time you're going to say it? You just say something else, don't you? You just
Well,
say,
it's not like I say that word
out in
a
the
lot.
country,
Yeah. Not
away
the
from the
city.
cities.
Yes, yes.
Rural.
Why not? I don't like it. It doesn't do well with me.
Now I'm gonna have to send you a clip. You don't watch 30 Rock, do you? 30 Rockefeller?
No.
I have to send you a clip because she's in a movie called The Rural Juror.
Oh,
and everyone's
my
like,
God.
they're like, what is the name of her movie? And they're like, I don't know. And she's like, when The Rural Juror comes out, and they're like, what is she saying? It's pretty funny. The Rural Juror.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So
rural.
Now
I'm gonna try and get you to say it.
Yes, it's just R-U-R-A-L.
Okay, so anything else we want to talk about from season 1? Season 2?
Hold on, let me see my notes. Oh, I think we should thank some people.
Okay.
I think we should thank all of our guests.
Okay, in order. Go.
No. Oh, I don't know them in order.
You just want to say thank you, guests.
Well, Matt, Jenny, Johnette, and Sean. I think that's them in order. That was in order too.
Okay.
Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. And then we should thank our mamas.
Yes.
And your dad.
For giving birth to us first and foremost and taking care of us. And then also for watching the podcast.
Wait, this is like an Oscar speech. So, okay.
Go ahead,
and then we need to thank.
Don't say the word rural.
No, it won't ever come up in my vocabulary. Then we need to thank our extended family, our siblings, our mamas and your grandmothers. I was getting there.
Sorry, go ahead.
Our cousins and aunts and uncles, nieces.
My mother and father-in-law.
Your mother and father-in-law. Yes, good job. Maybe your brother-in-law.
Some of Sean's aunts, one of his aunts, Aunt Mary, she was just posting. She looks forward to every episode.
Look at you, Aunt Mary. You comment some more and you'll be a super fan. And then of course we need to thank our great friends, because they are
Amber, if you're still listening with your new earphones.
With your earbuds, yes. And then Katie, and our super fans, Johnette, Leslie, Mike.
Anyone in your Oscar speech.
Jenny. The Bowers, although we don't know where they are anymore, except they're in Illinois somewhere. They're in RURAL, Illinois.
I think I know how to say it because they live there.
And then I need to thank Bradley Cooper.
Oh, Bradley. Where would we be without you? We couldn't even have this podcast without him. I mean, no, 30% of what we talk about.
He is. He's in almost every episode that we talk about. And
we can put him in every episode. That could be our new tagline at the end.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Bradley.
Love you. No, you don't do that. I get to do that.
Okay, Karen. Else. You don't own the blowing kiss to Bradley Cooper. That's not your thing.
You're married.
Is there a ring on your finger? Was it from Bradley?
You do it to Sean and I do it to Bradley.
Okay. Deal. That'll be our signing off for season.
Okay. You say good night, Sean.
Good night, Sean.
Bradley. Good night, Bradley.
Good night, Bradley. Oh man.
All right. Did I miss anyone? Do you want to thank your kids? I mean, I don't know why you would thank them.
I don't want to thank them. They're a pain. I have to get them quiet before the podcast. They're not contributing anything to this
This is
podcast.
like your Oscar speech, and you're not thanking
Oh,
your kids. I mean, I would thank my eggs.
what am I? Okay, first of all, if I won an Oscar, I don't know that my kids have helped me with it. What are they? What have
But
they
they're
done?
there. I don't know. They're
Okay,
there.
I love you, Sean. I love you, Claire and Michael. You're the best. Thanks for always being there for me. Because you
Never
have to, because
mind.
you're 3-in-1. You can't go anywhere without me.
Yeah, I think you're always there for them
That's
right
right.
now.
That's right.
They're not there for you. They're just there because they can't leave,
That's right.
you know.
They
So,
learn to feed
okay.
themselves, and maybe I'll thank them for something.
Yeah, they're not doing that yet.
I do love my kids. It sounds terrible. My kids are awesome and very sweet.
They are really good kids.
They are. Except when it's
Okay.
bedtime and mom wants to do her podcast.
Get your bad kids. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we're
Yeah.
gonna wrap up season 1. And
Season 2
y'all,
will be back. We'll start after the new
Yes.
year.
yeah, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I think that's it. Good night,
Good night,
Bradley.
everyone. Bye, Sean. Love you.
Bye, Bradley. Love you.